Aircraft is the lowest pay.
366 lowest speed at Fort 1.
Okay, 366, you will follow 570. Your signal is Charlie. Follow your interval of 570.
The internet has once again been set alight by a video that many are calling the clearest footage of an unidentified flying object ever captured. Circulating across social media platforms at astonishing speed, the video has been described as alleged classified leaked footage of a UFO. According to the description provided with the footage, it was filmed in the year 2013 by a soldier aboard a 160th Night Stalker Black-hawk helicopter flying out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky, during training exercises at Fort Irwin, California. The video, reportedly captured near Lake Mead in broad daylight, shows a smooth, geometric object moving with astonishing precision, a sight that has convinced many that humanity is witnessing something extraordinary. What makes this case stand apart from countless other UFO videos is the clarity of the footage. For decades, most supposed evidence of mysterious aerial craft has been blurry, shaky, or taken at long distances. In contrast, this video reveals sharp details that are difficult to dismiss as misidentifications of weather balloons, drones, or other conventional aircraft. The object appears stable, aerodynamic, and controlled, giving weight to the claims that it may represent technology far beyond what the public has been told exists. Many social media commentators have gone so far as to call it the most compelling visual evidence yet of UFOs. The timing of the viral spread of this video coincides with renewed interest in so-called tic-tac UFOs. Over the last several years, the tic-tac-shaped craft first reported by US Navy pilots has captured global attention. These objects are said to move with speeds and maneuvers that defy known physics, accelerating instantly, stopping abruptly, and even appearing to vanish without trace. In recent weeks, however, reports have surfaced suggesting that these objects may in fact be advanced drones created by Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works division, the company's advanced development programs arm that has been behind some of the most secretive aircraft in history, including the SR-71 Blackbird and the Nighthawk stealth fighter. Insiders have hinted that what the public sees as UFOs could be the result of years of classified military research, quietly tested and deployed in controlled environments. If true, this explanation could account for the uncanny precision and appearance of the craft. The smooth, featureless white tic-tac design might be a deliberate engineering choice to reduce visibility, radar detection, or heat signatures, aligning with the military's long history of pushing aviation technology decades ahead of what is publicly acknowledged. To many observers, the viral video of the alleged Blackhawk encounter could be one of the rare moments when this advanced technology was caught on camera in clear detail. Yet, despite these claims, researchers and UFO analysts insist the Skunk Works explanation is merely a convenient cover story. According to their arguments, while advanced drones certainly exist, the maneuvers documented in multiple tic-tac sightings and in the viral Lake Mead footage exceed even the most ambitious designs of human-made aircraft. These objects appear to defy gravity, operating without visible propulsion systems, exhaust, or aerodynamic features. In fact, some argue that if Lockheed Martin or any government contractor had achieved such leaps in technology as early as the 2013 timeline of this footage, we would have seen clear practical applications of this technology long before now. Instead, the evidence points to something that does not fit within the conventional framework of classified projects, but hints at an intelligence and engineering sophistication outside of human development. The broader implication of this footage is that the phenomenon is being actively observed and recorded by members of the military. If a soldier on a Night Stalker Black-hawk indeed filmed this encounter during training, then it reinforces the notion that such events are not random civilian sightings, but consistent occurrences near sensitive military operations. The location near Fort Irwin, a site known for advanced training and experimentation, further complicates the narrative. Was this object being monitored? Was it interacting with the training exercise? Or was it simply caught coincidentally by a keen observer with a camera? These questions fuel both skepticism and belief, leaving room for speculation that stretches from secretive US military programs to the possibility of visitors from beyond Earth. Adding to the intrigue, the video has come to light at a time when government acknowledgement of UFOs is at its highest. Congressional hearings in the United States have recently included testimony from former officials and whistleblowers, who claim that the government has been withholding critical information about unidentified aerial phenomena. These discussions have broken the decades-long stigma surrounding the subject, opening doors for the public to take UFO evidence more seriously. Against this backdrop, the viral Lake Mead footage is not merely an internet curiosity, but part of a larger shift in how society addresses the question of whether humanity is alone in the universe. For those convinced of the authenticity of the footage, the video represents a tipping point. Its clarity, detail, and alleged military origin place it in a category above typical UFO evidence. It demonstrates that these craft are not simply legends, illusions, or camera artifacts, but real, tangible objects that interact with our skies and potentially with our armed forces. The fact that such footage was reportedly captured more than a decade ago and has only now surfaced raises questions about how much material remains hidden and what stories remain untold. For skeptics, the Lockheed Martin explanation offers a comfortable alternative, one that avoids the unsettling implications of non-human technology operating in Earth's atmosphere. Yet the UFO research community maintains that this explanation is too convenient, too aligned with long-standing efforts to dismiss or distract from the reality of the phenomenon. To them, the Tic Tac craft are a puzzle that cannot be solved by invoking advanced but human-made aircraft. Instead, they see the viral video as further confirmation that humanity is brushing against a reality much larger than itself, one that suggests advanced intelligences are already here, observing and perhaps interacting in ways we are only beginning to recognize. Regardless of where one stands, the viral video has accomplished one undeniable feat. It has reignited the conversation about UFOs at a level rarely seen before. It has drawn attention from scientists, skeptics, believers, and everyday citizens alike, creating a cultural moment where the boundaries of what is possible are once again being questioned. Social media has amplified this discovery in a way that traditional media never could, allowing millions to witness the footage and form their own conclusions. Skeptics argue that the alleged leaked UFO footage could easily be fabricated. With modern editing software and advanced CGI, it is possible to create highly realistic videos that mimic authentic military recordings. The object's smooth movements and clear resolution, while impressive, may actually suggest digital manipulation rather than genuine aerial craft. As the debate continues, the footage filmed allegedly near Lake Mead remains a striking reminder of how much of our skies, and our reality, remains unexplored. Whether it reveals hidden human innovation or something far beyond, it has captured the imagination of the world and pushed the question of UFOs further into the mainstream. In doing so, it ensures that the subject will not fade into obscurity, but will remain at the forefront of public curiosity, scientific investigation, and government scrutiny. The Tic Tac UFO has become one of the most fascinating and perplexing subjects in modern discussions about unidentified aerial phenomena. Unlike traditional disc-shaped craft often reported in decades past, the Tic Tac is described as a sleek, elongated, capsule-like object resembling the shape of a white pill. Its simplicity is striking. No wings, no fins, no engines, and no visible propulsion of any kind. This minimalistic exterior only adds to the mystery of how such an object is able to achieve feats of aerial performance that far surpass anything humans currently have in their arsenal. Eyewitnesses who have seen Tic Tac UFOs report an eerie silence surrounding them. Unlike jets, helicopters, or drones that produce loud and distinctive noises, the Tic Tac seems to move without generating sound. This lack of acoustic signature has left aviation experts puzzled, as even the most advanced stealth aircraft produce some level of noise. The silence combined with the absence of visible propulsion points to a technology far beyond anything in current aerospace engineering. One of the most extraordinary capabilities of the Tic Tac is its acceleration. Witnesses consistently describe these objects as being able to ascend tens of thousands of feet in mere seconds. The forces required for such movement would crush a human pilot under immense gravitational stress, yet the Tic Tac performs these maneuvers effortlessly. In addition to vertical ascents, the craft has been reported making sharp, instantaneous turns that defy the laws of inertia. These movements are so sudden and precise that they make even the most advanced fighter jets look primitive in comparison. The Tic Tac also demonstrates the ability to outmaneuver some of the fastest jets on the planet with ease. Modern combat aircraft like the F-22 Raptor or the Eurofighter Typhoon are considered marvels of human engineering, yet against the tic-tac, they appear sluggish. Eyewitnesses have said the objects can stop suddenly, change direction instantly, and disappear from sight in seconds. If these craft are truly of non-human origin, then they possess propulsion systems and control mechanisms far beyond anything currently understood. Equally troubling is the fact that these craft have been seen above both United Kingdom and United States military bases. Their presence near sensitive installations raises questions about surveillance and security. If tic-tacs belong to another civilization, their ability to hover undetected over military facilities would mean they have complete access to observe the strongest defenses on Earth without fear of interception. Military officials have long admitted that if such objects are not ours, then there is little that can be done to stop them. Human weaponry, which relies on speed, distance, and force, is rendered obsolete against something capable of disappearing in an instant or ascending into space in the blink of an eye. The look of the tic-tac craft itself is part of its mystery. Without visible control surfaces or propulsion systems, its smooth, capsule-like body suggests a form of travel that does not rely on traditional aerodynamics. Some researchers have theorized that these objects may manipulate gravity itself, creating a bubble that allows them to move without resistance from air or drag. Others suggest they may harness energy fields unknown to current physics. Regardless of the explanation, the tic-tac represents a leap so great that humanity has no known path to replicate it. Reports of these craft are not limited to a single encounter or isolated event. They have been observed multiple times by both civilians and military personnel, often in broad daylight. Their presence near oceans, mountains, and deserts has led some to believe that they may be monitoring key areas of Earth. The consistency of these sightings across time and geography reinforces the notion that they are real, physical objects rather than illusions or misinterpretations. What makes the tic-tac even more intriguing is the consistency in eyewitness reports. Pilots, radar operators, and ground observers describe nearly identical characteristics: a smooth, capsule-shaped body, no visible propulsion, no sound, and extreme agility. This alignment of testimony from individuals across different backgrounds and locations adds credibility to the phenomenon. When multiple independent sources report the same details, the likelihood of misidentification diminishes significantly. The implications of the tic-tac UFO are profound. If these craft are not human-made, then humanity is witnessing technology from an advanced intelligence. The performance of the tic-tac suggests mastery over energy, propulsion, and physics that would revolutionize our world. Imagine travel without fossil fuels, silent propulsion, and near-instantaneous movement across vast distances. The technology embodied by these objects could reshape transportation, energy production, and even space exploration. On the other hand, the presence of such craft near military installations introduces an unsettling thought. If these objects belong to another intelligence, then they hold an uncontested advantage. Humanity currently has no method of defense against them. If the tic-tacs ever chose to act with hostility, our most advanced defenses would be rendered useless. This vulnerability forces us to reconsider our place in the cosmos and our preparedness for contact with advanced civilizations. Even with these concerns, many researchers see the tic-tac as a symbol of hope rather than fear. The fact that such objects exist and have not acted aggressively could indicate that their presence is observational rather than confrontational. They may be here to study, to monitor, or perhaps to ensure humanity does not harm itself irreparably. Their silence and lack of interaction suggest a cautious approach, one that avoids open confrontation while still making their presence known. The tic-tac UFO remains one of the most compelling mysteries of modern times. Its shape, capabilities, and behavior challenge every assumption humanity has about physics and flight. From their silence to their unmatched agility, these craft represent a level of technology that feels almost magical by human standards. They have been seen above oceans, deserts, and military bases, always present, yet never fully understood. Their presence forces humanity to confront the possibility that we are not alone, and that others may be watching, waiting, and moving silently among us. Marsden Moor, a vast and rugged expanse of open land in West Yorkshire, is known for its natural beauty and historical significance. However, it has recently become the center of an astonishing mystery. A local resident, while out walking his dog, captured footage of an unidentified flying object hovering in the sky above the moor. The object was described as a small, silver orb, seemingly floating effortlessly in the air with no visible means of propulsion. What makes this sighting even more compelling is that it closely matches another report from just a few months earlier, when a pilot using the pseudonym Bigelow reported seeing an identical object near Manchester Airport. The significance of this discovery has sent waves through both the UFO research community and the general public. Marsden Moor is only 21 miles from Manchester Airport, meaning the same unidentified object could have travelled between the two locations. The footage released on Twitter has captivated audiences, with many pointing out that it is some of the clearest video evidence of an orb-shaped UFO to date. The man who filmed the event explained that he has lived in the area his entire life and has never seen anything like it before. As an avid wildlife photographer, he is accustomed to capturing high-quality images of birds and other creatures in their natural habitat. This experience made him particularly adept at zooming in and focusing on the mysterious orb, allowing for a remarkably detailed recording. The video shows a highly reflective, metallic-looking sphere hovering in the sky. Unlike conventional aircraft, it has no wings, no propellers, and no visible exhaust. It appears to be completely smooth, devoid of any markings or seams. According to the eyewitness, the object remained completely motionless for several minutes before disappearing from view. Many viewers of the footage noted that this description aligns perfectly with reports of similar orb-like UFOs that have been recorded around the world. Some researchers believe that these objects are not only real, but represent an advanced form of technology, possibly even of extraterrestrial origin. The connection to the sighting at Manchester Airport is difficult to ignore. In that case, a commercial airline pilot reported seeing a nearly identical silver sphere while preparing for takeoff. The pilot, who wished to remain anonymous and used the name Bigelow, stated that the object remained stationary before making a sudden, impossible maneuver and vanishing from sight. This incident was particularly alarming because Manchester Airport is one of the busiest in the United Kingdom, meaning that any unknown object in its airspace could pose a potential safety risk. Aviation officials reviewed the pilot's report, but no official explanation was provided. This latest sighting at Marsden Moor has added further intrigue to the mystery. If these orbs are indeed the same object, or part of a larger phenomenon, then their presence so close to a major airport raises many questions. Are they conducting surveillance, or are they some form of secret military technology? These are the questions that have been circulating among those who have analysed the footage. One of the most perplexing aspects of the Marsden Moor sighting is the object's behaviour. Unlike conventional drones, which require propellers or wings to generate lift, this sphere appears to defy gravity effortlessly. There is no sign of any mechanical movement, nor is there any indication of an energy source powering the object. Some researchers believe that these orbs could represent an entirely new form of propulsion, perhaps utilizing an advanced form of electromagnetic or gravitational manipulation. Others speculate that they could be probes sent by an unknown intelligence, designed to observe and collect data without revealing their origin. The footage has drawn comparisons to other well-documented cases of silver orb UFOs. In recent years, numerous military pilots and intelligence officials have come forward with reports of similar objects, often describing them as small, metallic, and capable of moving in ways that defy known physics. The US government has even released classified footage of unidentified aerial phenomena, some of which closely resemble the Marsden-Moore orb. Could it be that these objects have been visiting Earth for much longer than we previously realized? As the video continues to circulate online, skeptics and believers alike are debating its implications. Some argue that the object could be a balloon or a drone, though the witness strongly disagrees, stating that he has filmed thousands of birds, balloons, and aircraft and knows the difference. Others suggest that it could be an experimental military craft, though no known technology matches the behavior displayed in the footage. The lack of any official explanation has only fueled further speculation. For now, the Marsden-Moore silver orb remains an enigma. Whether it is connected to the sighting at Manchester Airport or represents an entirely separate event, one thing is clear: it has captured the attention of many. The clarity of the footage, the credibility of the witness, and the object's uncanny resemblance to other reported UAPs all point to the possibility that something truly extraordinary was recorded that day. Back in November 2024, a recent UFO sighting at Manchester Airport went viral online and ignited a storm of speculation and intrigue, particularly due to the unusual circumstances surrounding its documentation. A pilot, using the pseudonym Bigelow, reported witnessing and recording a silver orb-shaped UFO near the airport. The object, described as hovering just inches off the ground before shooting skyward at extreme speeds, has sparked widespread debate about its origins and the lengths to which officials might go to keep such sightings under wraps. The pilot's detailed account, coupled with the mysterious suspension of his social media accounts after sharing the footage, has led many to suspect a deliberate cover-up. The sighting reportedly occurred at Manchester Airport while the pilot was seated in his cockpit, preparing for departure. Bigelow described seeing a silver metallic orb hovering a few feet above the ground in an area adjacent to the tarmac. The object was about the size of a small car and appeared to move silently, defying conventional expectations for aircraft or drones. According to Bigelow, the orb remained stationary for several moments, as if observing its surroundings. When airport security personnel approached, the object abruptly accelerated vertically at an unimaginable speed, vanishing from sight within seconds. Such rapid ascension, devoid of any visible propulsion system or accompanying sound, is a hallmark of many documented UFO sightings, further fueling speculation about its nature. Bigelow's description of the event aligns with numerous other reports of orb-shaped UFOs worldwide, often characterized by their reflective surfaces, seamless designs, and advanced maneuverability. The pilot, aware of the skepticism often directed at such claims, decided to share the video footage online to substantiate his account. The plot thickened when, just hours after posting the sighting on Twitter, Bigelow's account was suspended without explanation. Undeterred, he turned to Reddit to share his experience and engage with the UFO community, only to have his Reddit account similarly taken down shortly after his posts gained traction. These actions have fueled widespread speculation of a deliberate attempt to suppress information about the sighting. Many within the UFO community and beyond have suggested that officials might be pressuring social media platforms to remove content related to the incident, either to protect sensitive information about classified technology or to prevent public panic. The lack of official acknowledgement or explanation has only deepened suspicions. Critics argue that such incidents highlight a troubling pattern of secrecy surrounding UFO sightings, particularly those involving credible witnesses like pilots. The abrupt disappearance of Bigelow's online presence has left many questioning whether his testimony threatened to expose information authorities prefer to keep hidden. The nature of the silver orb sighted at Manchester Airport remains a topic of intense debate, with several theories emerging about its origins. One plausible explanation is that the orb represents advanced human-made technology, possibly linked to experimental military or private aerospace projects. Its silent hovering and rapid acceleration could point to breakthroughs in propulsion or materials science currently unknown to the public. Manchester Airport's proximity to military and research facilities lends some credence to this theory, though no official connection has been established. However, as many have noted, why would they be hovering this equipment over a nearby airport if it was manufactured at a nearby base? According to one user's comment, these kinds of initiatives cost hundreds of millions of dollars, sometimes even billions, and the people who are working on them are instructed to keep them confidential. Why then would they set that piece of technology down in an airport so that everyone could view it? Nobody would do that, and it doesn't make any sense. Another popular theory is that the orb was an advanced piece of technology not owned by humans, a hypothesis supported by its behavior and design. The seamless, metallic appearance and extreme maneuverability are consistent with numerous UFO reports worldwide, often interpreted as evidence of alien technology.